Hey. Are you going through a dark night of the soul? Do you know what the term means? How do you recognise when you are having a dark night of the soul? These are some of the questions that I'm going to be covering in this video. It's not going to be massive. It's not going to be dead long. It's just to bring an awareness to you of what a dark night of the soul looks like. My name is Lindsay Banks. I am a psychic medium, intuitive channeler and spiritual entrepreneur. I went through my own dark night of the soul back in 2017. My best friend Lisa had passed away from cancer on my 36th birthday. Then my ex-husband and I decided to get divorced. And I was basically plunged into this time period where nothing seemed to make sense. Everything seemed really dark. I was questioning who I was. I was questioning my reason for being here. I just couldn't function in a normal way. So I started using some tools that I had learned along my path to help me get through what I later recognised was my own dark night of the soul. Now this term or this concept was originally penned by a poet, St. John the Cross, way back in the 1400s. So it references like a spiritual style depression before waking up, okay? Now, I don't mean waking up in the sense that, you've literally just opened your eyes. This is more to do with the waking up of our spirit and our soul, and waking up to remembering who you truly are. Okay, so I just want to run through a few of the signs that you are going through a dark night of the soul. Now, normally this is triggered by death of a loved one, by a breakup, a divorce, by a tragedy, by possible near-death experience, something which makes you question why you are here and what is your purpose, okay? Now, at the minute, we've got the coronavirus pandemic going on, so many of us are in the house and are maybe being thrown into our own dark nights of the soul, okay? So just a few things that can happen during this time. So the first one, so you start realizing that all the external stuff around you doesn't heal you, okay? So for people who are self-isolating, who maybe you used to go to the pub every night and maybe you're drinking less now, maybe you use shopping as a way to sort of fill some sort of emotional void. Whatever that external thing was, when it's taken away from you, when you can't do it anymore, then you have to start looking within to heal yourself from within, okay? So that's the first thing. The second one is that you will feel drawn to eating lighter and healthier foods, okay? So you might decide that you want to become a vegetarian. You might decide that you want to become a vegan. You might decide that, you don't want to eat red meat anymore or whatever it is, and it might just start slowly, okay? Because to make such drastic big changes all at once to our health, our diet, everything else can be a bit overwhelming. So choosing potentially one way or feeling as if actually I know that I don't want to eat that anymore, and following like your intuition is part of going through this spiritual depression. Sorry. You may feel stuck or you might feel lost, okay? So for many of us at the minute, our routines have been thrown out the window. You might not have a job to go to anymore, or you may have been sacked, or there's all this stuff going on which is going to cause all of these emotions within you, and you're going to be feeling like, where is my place? What am I meant to do? Okay, so this feeling of stuckness and lost is normal during your dark night of the soul. You may be rethinking any possible outdated concepts, so maybe things that you were doing out of habit or out of routine, and you think, actually, that doesn't serve me anymore. I don't want to do that anymore, is another way of is another part of the dark night of the soul symptoms. the last one I want to touch on, and this one has been coming out in the readings that I've been doing over the last couple of weeks, is around discovering your inner child. And I was just typing up some of my channeled writings for my second book, and in there, in the writings, I realised that there was a big emphasis on doing what you love, okay? So again, we have this opportunity to be indoors a lot. So what is it that you love to create? Yeah, whether it's music, whether it's dancing, whether it's songs, whether it's writing, whether it's poetry, yeah, really take the opportunity to embrace what you love doing rather than the stuff that you feel you have to do. Okay, so I just wanted to run some of those through for you, because at this time as well, the NHS is overburdened. You know, there's going to be people needing physical attention in the coming months. So if what you are experiencing is emotional, yeah, it's to do with your emotional well-being, your mental health well-being, whether you're feeling anxious, stress, or whether you are experiencing what is known as the dark night of the soul, yeah, where possible, choose to find a healer, a therapist, yeah, someone who specializes in either the spiritual realm, the mental health realm, or your emotional well-being realm, because the dark night of the soul isn't a physical ailment, okay? Symptoms can be very similar to anxiety and depression, okay? And many of us will be going through a dark night of the soul at exactly the same time. So please just bear that in mind, okay? Previously, people have had them, like myself, you know, mine was 2017, and other people have had them. So there are others who have had experience of dark nights of the soul. But in terms of everyone going through one at once, or a lot of people going through at one time, this is probably the biggest time we will have seen a large number of people going through it. So do seek help, seek advice from those who have been through it before, who understand what you're going through, because it will feel a bit like this, an emotional roller coaster for you, okay? But yeah, speak to somebody who has been through it, who understands it. I'll put some links in the comments underneath to various resources, you know, people that aren't just me, because, you know, I understand that I'm not for everybody. There may be other therapists and healers that you feel drawn to, or you might feel drawn to certain healing modalities, etc. So please bear this in mind. Please share with anyone that you think will benefit from watching this video as well. Do drop a like and subscribe if you've liked this. Stick in the comments, you know, how you're feeling, if this is something you've either experienced yourself or you are possibly going through. And I wish you all well. Take care, stay safe, and I will be back with another video soon.